Hello, this is a tutorial on the special effects formative that you're going to be going through this week. I have a document on Schoology called magicpowers.zip. You want to download that to probably your desktop. And then to unzip it, you double click the zip file and you will have a folder of stuff available to you from outside of that zip. Once you've unzipped things, you can delete the zip file. You don't need it anymore. And this also makes a very handy folder to start your Premiere Pro project from. So in here you'll find 6 clips all together. We're going to be learning how to do green screens in Premiere and also doing composite digital effects on top of other layers of our video, all together in this formative. So I've got my folder here, and I just loaded up Premiere, so I'm going to start a new project. I'm going to call it Magic Powers, and I'm going to browse to this folder that was created when I unzipped the file. So we'll start by dragging all of our clips into Premiere, into the project panel. And then we are going to be setting a scene by having 2 clips overlay on top of each other. We are going to start the timeline with a beach scene here. Lovely beach background. And we're going to transport this clip of a green screen girl, that's called, to the beach. So right now this video is on V2 layer up here, and on V1 is my beach. They are not the same length, so after about 14 seconds, 13 seconds, the girl's clip ends, and all we would see is the beach. So the first thing I'm going to do is trim back the beach clip to match the length of the green screen girl clip. Now they're matched up, but since one's on top of the other, all I can see right now obviously is the green screen girl. So this is where an effect in Premiere comes into place. We can get rid of this green screen area. If you were to film in front of a green screen or get a clip with a green screen area in it, you would use the same strategy to eliminate that space. So I'm going to find my effects window, and in here I'm going to search for the Ultra Key effect. Here it is. And I searched right in this panel with the search function. I'm going to click and drag that effect onto the green screen girl clip. Nothing happens immediately. I have to go to my effect controls window, and I could open that from my window panel if I don't see it already. And scrolling down, eventually I should see Ultra Key effect, and a little down beyond that is key color. Right now it's looking for any areas of my choosing that I'd like to eliminate. There's a handy eyedropper tool where you can bring this eyedropper to your scene, click anywhere in the green area, and it cleans out that color for you. So now you have a clean composite of this girl in front of the beach. So we can peer down to the layer underneath it. And you can change some of these settings in the Ultra Key effect to maybe be more aggressive to clean up some more of the green areas around the edges of her body. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about adding special effects as an overlay on top of these 2 layers. So in this clip, this gal happens to kind of hold out her hand to the side, and we're going to give her a few different magic powers that she's generating, let's say, with her magicness. So we have 4 effects that we're going to place on or in this scene. So we're going to need to duplicate this scene 3 more times because I want to see the same clip with 4 different effects. So the easiest way to do that is to drag a box over everything here that I have. I can do Command-C to copy. Make sure my timeline is somewhere down in this space so that it pastes. It will paste right where the time selection is. So I'm going to keep it right next to my first scene and then paste once, twice, 3 times for a total of 4 clips that are now exactly the same. All stacked up in my timeline. So now we're going to go back to our project panel where all of our files are waiting for us. You might have to go to Window and Projects, Magic Powers to see it. But we have 4 effects that we're going to try out. One is called Sorcerer Fire, one is called Energy Disc, one is called Portal Opening, and one is called Red Energy Ball, all of which I downloaded off a Footage Crate website. So find a good time in your timeline where a magic power would begin, kind of right where she's holding out her hand here, for instance. I'm at 7 seconds. And then from here, I'm going to be dragging effects up onto V3, video layer 3, on top of both of these layers. Let's start with Sorcerer Fire. So I can drag that effect onto this layer up here. And you can see that we have this kind of blue wispy thing appearing and then disappearing. The only problem there is it's not really by her hand. So if I click on that clip, I can go to my effect controls and change the position. The first number is an X position. The second number is a Y position. Click and hold on these numbers and slide back and forth to move them. Kind of get it in place. We'll talk about the timing of these later, but there's our first magic power. Let's go to our second clip here. Scroll down to where she's holding her hand out, perhaps. Somewhere around here, she holds out her hand. Let's try EnergyDisc.mov and put that onto layer V3 here. And check it out how it looks. So again, cool effect. We need to move it. Click on the clip, go to Position in your Effect Controls panel. And this one we could also maybe scale down. Right now it's very big. It's at scale 100. I'm going to bring that down a touch. And then just kind of move it into place. Not bad. Let's go to our third clip. So she's holding out her hand right about here. Let's put in Portal Opening.mov onto layer 3. Okay, so we have this effect here. I'm going to click on the clip. Same thing, move it over. And I'm going to scale this one down as well. It's very big. And then also maybe move it down as well. And again, this clip is too long. The magic power lingers too long, perhaps, which maybe is what you're going for, but we can change that later. And then the fourth and final one here. So she's holding out her hand. We're going to do Red Energy Ball.mov here. Drag that onto V3. Let's check it out. Okay, Red Energy Ball. Click on that clip. Position into the hand. Easy peasy. And I didn't see the size of this one. It's a little big. Scale it down a bit. So then the trick is, some of these clips are a little too long. Looks like she holds out her hand for about 2 seconds. I could do a couple things. I could trim the clips back, but that would be a very abrupt end to the clip. I can do something more clever, which is maybe speed up the effect and change the duration of it. So if I know that I need 2 seconds of magic here, I can right-click on all these spells, the clips of these spells, and in the right-click menu, I can go to Speed Duration. I'm not sure what percent I'm going to end up with yet, but I can choose a duration. This red energy ball clip is 3 seconds and 29 hundredths of a second. If I want it to be 2 seconds, I can type in 2 seconds and 0 hundredths of a second. And that speeds it up almost to double speed, it looks like, because this is linked. This percentage is linked to my time. We can click OK. And now what should have happened is that should make that effect animate much faster. Same with this portal. This is way too long. So if I right click on that one, same thing. I could go to speed. Whoops. I could go to speed duration. And again, I don't know what percent. It's going to be roughly, it's going to be over 200% from the looks of it, but we can just go to 2 seconds and 0 hundredths of a second, which is, I guess, 240%. And the start position didn't change, so that should line up. It just disappears much faster. The animation goes quicker. This clip, the energy disc, that one's not too bad. It's a little long. I could maybe speed that one up a touch. Might as well. Right click, speed duration. It's about half a second too long, so I'm going to go to 2 seconds on the nose. And that looks better. And then this effect, the Sorcerer Fire, is definitely too long. It lingers too far. And again, maybe you want that, but let's say I don't. Right click, speed duration, 2 seconds. Okay. And that effect was a little large as well. So quick review, if I wanted to resize it, that's a scale value. I can just scale it down. So those two pretty essential skills for special effects. The green screen replacement, where you can film an actor doing an action in front of a green screen and then completely replace the background of where they are.
Excuse the interruption, I've got a couple of announcements regarding our...
and then the pre-keyed special effects on top.
Baseball and softball games have...
So I'm going to end the video here, since John Berg's just blasted in on me. But exporting would be the last piece of the puzzle. File, export, media. Good luck.